Looks like it's Mr. Lua. And we're in for a good afternoon. The Panthers are unbeaten at this stage, but the Eels want to try and dent them a little bit. They're losing their PNG players. They've got to get back to New Guinea because their competition starts over there, and this should be a cracking game. I've been looking forward to this game for a couple of weeks, but it's not going to make any difference to the semi-finals next week. This is 1 and 2. It doesn't matter who wins. I think if the Eels win, the Panthers will still hold top spot on for and against. And our third and fourth teams are the same two teams that played on Thursday the other day. But before the game starts, I just want to welcome everybody to our live stream. It's a little bit overcast, but it's a beautiful afternoon for football. We're at Victoria Park. We've had a lot of rain, but the groundsman here, Joe Tommy's done a terrific job to keep the ground in pretty good order. It has had a lot of traffic, and we're in for a bit of rain, but that's not going to make any difference. The Panthers want to put on a big show, and the Eels are going to try and put on a big show for their departing players. And just a personal note, I've been really impressed with these PNG guys. They're just absolute gentlemen. They're cracking footballers, and Mafu is a star. But I've been told I'm the worst judge in the game, so in my opinion, he's still a great little bloke. But I just want to thank our sponsors before the game starts. General Transport, Malcolm Sword and his team have been with us all along. 89.5 on the FM dial. Vucker TV, Peter Winchester down there, and Dave's brother in Wellington Radio. And Don Carlaw from Raro Cars, who supports the competition, and Polynesian Media, who does all our business with Pacifica in New Zealand. And I think we've done a pretty good job because we're only a small country, but our football's been pretty good. And I'm looking forward to this game. I've been excited about this game for a couple of weeks because this is the clash of the Titans, this one, over here. And these Fijians are all still out there, and I've spoken to them all, and they're looking forward to an exciting game. So let's hope it all turns out the way it should be. But the Eels are not going to be an easy game for them. They're going to have to earn their win, and the Panthers often just drop the bundle a little bit, and they go into a real low part of their game. And I've spoken to Darren Perry, the coach, who's our national coach, and he has told them they've got to be switched on for 80 minutes, not 60 or 50. It's got to be an 80-minute effort. So we're just waiting for them to come up. And there's a big roar from the Eels, and that sounded pretty severe. So it looks like that the Panthers are going to be kicking off, and they're going right to left. And there's, all the stars out there. You've heard me mention them all the time, and they're exciting. I love watching this team. And I just love my rugby league, and I come to football to watch tries scored. And I really don't care who wins the game sometimes. I just want to see a great game of football, and I'm sure we're going to see one here today. And the Panthers they're all the same team. We just got a new guy in there, Eric Newbigging. He's in number 10. He's a Tupapa boy. He's been in Australia and Sydney playing local football over there. And we're in for a great cracking game here. It's up, been picked up. Here comes and if that's the way it's going to be played, it's going to be a cracking game because that was big defence. That was from Eric, big Eric. Eric's number 10. And that's tackle 2. We got the right referee. Let's hope he lets the game flow a little bit. There's a big dummy from the dummy half, but he's been collected. That's tackle 3. They're 35 metres out from their own try line. The Eels are trying to milk a penalty, but this guy won't give them penalties. You stand up and play the ball. If you're held down, he'll give you the penalty, but this is going to start. And he's given a penalty to the Panthers. And there was interference in the play the ball. But he won't put up with any rubbish, Lua. Tua Lua, Samoan man. He's just come out of a playing game 18 months, 2 years ago, and he's doing a good job in the refereeing. And we need young blokes to get into this game. So the Panthers, their first opportunity, they're 10 metres out. They've got 6 tackles, and see what they got planned. And sometimes these Panthers just score tries at will, and then they just go into this little huddle that they just drop the ball a little bit, and they only tackle one. They're just outside the try line. And here they come. They got the ball out wide. Big defence from the Eels. And that's what the Eels have got to do. They've got to hold these guys down. They've got to try and slow them down. And you've got to do anything you can to try and stop these. It's a juggernaut over here, these Panthers. And they got the ball away, and here they go. They got out of a winger. That's CO, and CO's hard man to stop. He's right on the try line. They've pushed him over. And it depends, he's been pushed over. So it's going to be an Eels ball. But that's the sort of stuff we're going to see all day, hopefully. So we're going to have a scrum 10 metres out. It's going to be an Eels ball. And I just want to thank the people in Lay Tigers, because it's been a blessing to watch these young men play, and they're a credit to your country, and they're beautiful young men, and they're great footballers. They've been good ambassadors for your country, and I hope they go on to bigger things in New Guinea, because they're great little footballers. And that's another penalty. Holding down in the tackle. So it's a penalty to the Eels. Excuse me. It's a bit overcast, and I'm sure we're going to get some rain later in the day, so if you can get some points on the board, you'll be doing all right. So it's 30 metres out. The Eels have got 6 tackles up their sleeve. Tap. Ball's out wide. Oh, it's hit the ground, but it's come up all right for the Eels. That's tackle 1. There's a big run. That's the big young man. He's a good young fella. One day he's going to be a good footballer, that boy. He's a big lump of a lad. Tulu, number 3 in our language. Just short of a halfway line. Come to the open side. Cut back on the inside, but the Panthers are strong in the middle. They've got a really good... Their forwards have been the unsung hero. And he goes, the kick has been picked up, and his trouble, this is the racehorse, and he's off, and they know what he's like, and they're going to really try and stop him in his game, this guy, Ben or Panisi. Oh, that's what you call defence. And that's when you know the teams are serious. They're on the halfway line. The Panthers, that's tackle 2. They're going to come to the left. That's CO, he's into it. Quick play the ball. You can see that the Panthers are trying to play their upbeat game. And there's another big run. It's tackle 4. And they're fighting over it. I think that's Gabby's it's gone out. So it's over the sideline. So we're going to have a changeover. 30 metres out, Eels ball. This will be a fairly intense game for the first half. And I think it's going to be one in the second half. But Darren Pirry, the coach of the Eels, have got these guys primed up, and they've been waiting for this game for a long time. That's good tackle, 40 metres out from their own try line, the Eels. And here comes the big men. Both these teams are very fit. And I know the Panthers are fit because I watch them train, and they really are fit. That looks like a forward pass to me, but they're on the halfway line. And here we go. Here goes the big men. And that's Tavito, the Fijian. You know, his dinky little run. He'd be a better footballer if he runs straight, because he's a monster of a man. And here goes the kick. That's Mafu. See, he's smart. He's put them all on side, and that's what doesn't happen in our game. They all just stand back, but Marf, who's a professional footballer, he's put the kick up, put his whole team on side so they can all attack the ball. That's a good run. He's up to the halfway mark. And here they go. They're playing fast football, the Panthers. And here's a bit of trouble. Here's trouble. He's off. He's off. He's off. He's got the ball inside. Great defence from the Eels. He's brought down 10 metres out. They need a quick play to ball. Out it comes. They've gone out wide. They just need somebody to run forward, and he's been held up over the line, I think. Maybe it's a try. And that's the problem when you're playing these two games. Make a mistake, and the Panthers are in. He's blowing the whistle like a postman at the moment. And there's a bit of a push and shove, but you expect that from these teams. They're mortal enemies in the game. They're the two giants over here, the clubs, and that'll just fire both these teams up. But that's the excitement of these Fijians. They just get into this game, and I hope they play 80 minutes because I know them all, and I've said to them, I want to see us play 80 minutes of football, not 50 or 40 or 55. Play 80 minutes and show your fans how good you are. But this is Gabby Kalepi, and he's a great kicker, this boy. Tom, the captain of the Panthers, are having a few words with the referee and seeing what's going to happen, but I'm sure he's ruled a try. He's been talking to the linesman. And the referee, Lua, he knows it's an important game, and he's trying to make his name in the refereeing ranks. And he wants to make sure he don't make any mistakes. He's got to be fair down the middle. That's all you want from a referee. If he makes mistakes and they're genuine, you'll accept them. But he's going to make sure that this game is clean and tidy and is well played under the rules. But Gabby's got the ball lined up. He's ready to go, and he's a great kicker, this boy. And he's been an asset to the Panthers, this gentleman. And we're lucky over here. We got Samoans, we got Tongans, we got Fijians, we got New Guinea guys, and we got our local fellas. And you put them all together in a game of football, and it's exciting. And I think there might be a man in the sin bin. He's ruled a try. And I'm just watching where this man goes. And I think he's being ushered into the naughty chair over there. So the Eels can't afford to have 12 players on this field against this team. Arthur Emmels, the linesman over here, one of our good people. It's 4-0. And I hope you're getting this live stream. And no apologies. I'm a Tupapa man, but I love the Eels. I love the way they play football, and this is a long way to go in this game. You get a good shot on the camera of this kick, so I put the commentator's curse on these kickers too many times. But that's a beautiful kick, no problem. 6-0. The Panthers are in front. But we've got a long way to go in this game. A lot of yelling. We've got a big crowd in. And Peter said, "Good day, Peter. Stop pinching my Australian expressions, my friend. Good day, mate." And I know we've got a big following down at Wellington, and Dave's brother works with you on the radio station. And there's a big kick down the middle, and it's gone dead. Bad mistake. Bad mistake. See, that's the problem sometimes with these teams. They do something good, and they let the ball go out. So it's going to be a line drop out. The Eels will get the ball and they're going to be on the attack. Keeping an eye on the weather. It's very overcast. But it'll look good on TV because they've let it bounce. That's a big run. Gosh, that's a good run. He's still going. But they got hold of him now. He's 30 metres out. Tackle one. And here they come. This is Lay. And he just doesn't know anything else but the charge down the middle. That's tackle two. And he'll inspire these Eels. That's the little P&G boy. And I apologise because I don't get team sheets from the Eels. Never have. And they just don't want to give them to me. And here goes Tavita. He's a big, big man. But they got hold of him. And they pushed him back a bit, which is a big effort. But they're 20 metres out, the Eels. They run a bit of a play here. They got the ball out wide. Great defence from the Panthers. They're a good defensive team, both these teams. Slow play the ball. And they're down the side. And we just have to wait for the referee's call. And there's a try. And that's what I mean about the Panthers. They just sometimes they let the opposition do things like that. So it's 6-4, kick to come. And the Panthers that's those little laps I talk about. And good teams, you just can't do that. But it's going to be an exciting afternoon, and we've got a big crowd. And we got very keen followers over here. And I'm looking at the sky, and gosh, it's coming over grey. And any points today will be very important. It's not going to make any difference to the competition. These two teams will be playing next Friday in the major semi, and that'll be live streamed by OffCKT TV. And the Saturday game will be the game we did, and which you'll probably see on the live stream, which will be Arangi Bears and the Ajatuki Sharks, and they'll be played on Saturday. And the loser of the Saturday game drops out, and the loser of the game on Friday will play the winner of the game on Saturday the following week, and then we have the grand final a week after. And this is Mafu, and he's a great goal kicker, and I've got to know him pretty well, and it's a pleasure to even know him. He's humble, great footballer, and I wish him all the best in his quest. He wants to play NRL, and he's good enough to do that. And if there's any teams watching or looking and they want a player, this guy is a star. Moves in, up, low kick, but it never looked like going over. But we got a long way to go. 6-4, and we got a long way to go. But the keenness is there. The Panthers are running up as a team. They've had a little meeting down there, and they'll be into this. And Darren will have them. They'll have some sort of moves from these kickoffs. They always kick. We got a little corner down here on the right-hand side that the ground runs away, and they all kick to that corner, hoping that the ball hits the ground and it runs away. Up they go. High kick. Oh, and they're going to get the same result. Same result. So that's good football from the Panthers. So it's going to be the Eels dropping out now. So it's 1-1 on the mistakes, the serious mistakes. So it's a line drop out for the Eels. So it's up to the Panthers to get this ball and do something about it and get on the attack. So here we go. Up it goes. Nice wobbly old kick, which is hard to catch. Been well caught. The tackle one 30 metres out. They need quick play the balls, the Panthers, to get these men into the game. Here's the big forwards. That's tackle two. Here they go. There goes the fast men. They're into the middle of the field. Tackle three, 10 metres out. This is where the Panthers have normally been very dangerous. And they've lost the ball. No. back out. Here they go, the racehorse. Oh, they put it down, and there was a set move there, like Panisi was coming through on the inside, and they put the ball down, but that was going to be Panisi at his best. He was flying. So we've got a scrum going down 15, 20 metres out. It's an Eels ball. So it's 6-4 the score, and I hope you're enjoying this game. And it's going to, at the end of the day, it's going to be very dark out here. So we've started late, and I apologise. I've spoken to our rugby league and told them that we're doing these live streams and they've got to start on time because everybody's waiting for the live stream to come on, and we're 10 or 15 minutes out of whack. That's tackle one. Eels are 20 metres out, and they're hanging in there at the moment. The Panthers forwards, a great tackling team. They're trying to slow them down. Here comes another forward up the middle, but the Eels are strong in the forwards, but so are the Panthers. He's trying to milk a penalty, but he won't get it because we don't give penalties for that anymore. They've got the ball out wide. He's lost the ball, but that's the little PNG guy. And here we go. Mafu's put a big kick in, deep. They've let it bounce. And here comes the Panthers. See Mafu's put them all on side, and he knows the rules and he knows how to play this game. And I just wish one day I can. Oh, here's trouble! Here's trouble! The racehorse is off. Ben Panisi is under the post. And that's what I come to watch. He is electric. He holds our 100 metre and 200 metre athletics record here. And he is so quick. You've only just got to miss him and he's gone. And it's just individual brilliance. And that makes it 10-4. Kick to come right underneath the bar. And the Eels they'll be shocked because this guy does it to teams every week. And he's a beautiful young man, these Fijian boys. They're humble. But the Eels have got to come up with a plan. And it's got to be get these blokes, knock them around, hold them down, even give away a few penalties if you have to. But you just can't let them get the ball like that because they're off. And there's a big kick from Mafu, and when he's kicking the ball, he's out of position. They've got a bit of trouble in the middle of the field, and Panisi's off. And I hope you're enjoying this because I am. But I'm unabashed fan of exciting rugby league. And see Gabby is in front. He's very deliberate. He knows these 2 points might win a game one day. And I think they're all most of them are from the same club in Suva. And I'm at a remiss at not knowing the club. And I know Junior comes from Lautoka, but most of these guys come from the same club, I think, in Suva. So we appreciate what they let us get these players. And it's 12-4. And that'll be a bit of a shock for the Eels, but they'll come back. They're a great team. And Mafu won't be happy about that because his kick has sort of broken up the play and he wasn't able to cover it up. But it'll change. Long way to go yet. The ball's on the ground, been picked up. Here comes Big Eric, his big man. Huge man, actually. He was, when he went away, he was only a skinny young little fella, and now he's a monster. And here we go again. Great run. Just short of a halfway line. They're trying to play this upbeat football, the Panthers, and the Eels can't handle it. That's a big run, big defence, 40 metres out. Tackle too. They've got plenty of tackles up their sleeve. That's Tom out wide, and they're off. That's tackle 3. They're 30 metres out, and they'll bring the ball right over here into the middle of the field. Oh, Good defence. That's a solid tackle. Gone to the blind side again. Little kick in behind. It's gone dead. So the referee's in position. He's got the Panthers back on side. It's off the 25 metre mark. Straight into the forwards. And as I've said before, these Panther forwards are underestimated because, gosh, their defence is good. And they're into it. And the big thing with them is they're super fit and they're well trained. Look at this. He's offside probably. And they're off. Play on, the referee's called. And Ben's got hold of him, which was good because everybody else stood still. They need a quick play to ball, the Eels. And here comes the big men. Slow play to ball. Reverse pass. 30 metres out, 25 metres out. The Eels are on the attack. Here goes the little man. They got hold of him. As soon as he gets the ball, they're onto him. They come to the right-hand side. Beautiful pass out wide. Good pass had to be thrown, but it was a little bit risky and it's gone over the sideline. So it's going to be a Panthers ball, 15 metres out. Scrum and feed to the Panthers. And this is Mafu, the little number one here. And I'm telling you, you lay Tigers must appreciate watching this man go around every week because he's been a blessing to us over here. I hope he can get back to New Guinea with all this COVID-19 going. Oh, the Panthers have put the ball down as play on and they stood there and they were lucky to survive that. Here they go. It's a reverse pass. That's Lay. He's trying to get himself over the line. He's been brought down right, just short of a line. And they've gone to the blind again as he dropped the ball. And it's a knock on. That's what I mean about these Panthers. They're a very good defensive team. But they just have these little laps. And I think you just got to accept it from some of these players. So we've got a scrum going down 15 metres out from the Panthers try line, but it's a Panthers scrum and feed. Ball's in, ball's out. And that looks like CO. They've got him. The dummy half's off again. They got all of him this time. You only got to blink, these blokes are off. And here's a big run, 40 metres out from their own try line. They've knocked the ball on. So the pressure's back on the Panthers. I hope you're enjoying this game. As I say, this is the best that we can produce. And it's going to live up to it. And these two teams are very fit. And they'll keep going right to the 80th minute. The linesmen are flying their flags. They want them back 10 metres, which is good. Ball's in, ball's out. And they're just running the ball. Good defence, 40 metres out. Trying to hold him down. He's trying to milk a penalty. Didn't get it. The dummy half's off. And they got hold of him. And the referee's asking for a quick play to balls. 30 metres out. And you can hear the clash of the bodies. That's tackle 3, the call from the referee. Slow play to ball. They didn't want that. And they got it out wide. The Panthers are hunting in pairs, and that's good because that's what you need your forwards to do. That's tackle 4. Turn the ball back on the inside. And this is the last tackle come up, I think. Yeah, hands up. So here they go, a little kick. It's gone to the left. And it's bouncing around. Knock on, the ref's called a knock on. Bringing it back. But it's funny, Darren, the coach of the Panthers, is a friend of mine. I've said to him, when Mafu's got the ball and he's running to the right, you know he's going to kick to the left, and everybody thinks that the ball's going to go to the right, and he just puts that little kick to the opposite way, and it's terrifying to watch him do it because I know he's going to do it. So it's a Eels ball, and they've run, big rut, knocked the Panther over. But the good thing is for the Panthers, it was a slow play the ball, and they're just going to bash their way forward towards the try line, the Eels, and that's when the Eels are at their best. Good little pass there. Got the ball out wide, and here's trouble. It goes big to Vita. He's going to be hard to stop. And I think he is. Hang on, the referee's making a few decisions. I think he might have lost the ball over the line. And they're all around the referee, and he don't need that, the referee. So I'm not going to say anything. I've just got to wait till the referee makes his decision. He's going to the in-goal judge and the linesman. And he's ruled a try. So the game is on. 12-8's the score. Dave. 12-8's the score. Very intense battle, and as I said, the Eels aren't out of this game. And that's a weakness in the Panthers. And you just seen something then. One of the players put his arm on the referee. That's a friendly gesture, but you do that in the NRL and you're in all sorts of trouble. There's banter between the linesmen and the supporters. Everybody knows everybody over here, and the Pacific Islanders understand what I'm saying. And this is an important kick. It's 12-8. And these Panthers, just sometimes they're so brilliant and sometimes they just make terrible mistakes. But I look at it this way. Sometimes it's good that they lose a game because they've just been steamrolling everybody lately. He moves in, up it goes, beautiful kick. And it's 12-10. And the Little Masters made the try converted. The Panthers have got one of their reserves on. It's funny, you can hear all the chatter in the background. If you understand Samoan, you know what he's saying. We've got a long way to go in this game. A long, long way. Referee says, let's go. 12-10's the score. Look at the chase on these Panthers. They're after it. Been caught by Mafu's, giving it to one of the big men, and he's big run and big tackle. And this is going to be on all the afternoon. And Eels were unlucky because Mafu come through at 100 mile an hour. He wanted the ball, and he was going to be through. And the crowd on the other side are all the Eels supporters. And they're on the halfway line. They're trying to milk a penalty, but it ain't going to come. That's a forward pass from the dummy half, but it's only a little part of the game. And that's Salafi. Good tackle. Ball's got out wide. 40, 30 metres out. Last tackle. The outside players are wanting the kick to go up. Here goes the kick. Mafu has been picked up. Oh, he's knocked it on. Oh, he's lucky to clean that up. Lucky to clean it up. I think. Got to wait for the referee to make a call here. They're all cheering and jeering. The referee's talking to the in-goal judge. And there's a bit of quiet here. But the Eels are moving back, so I think they might have scored here. Somebody yelling from the sideline. You can hear all the banter. So it looks like it's a Panthers ball. It's a Panthers ball, but that's a bit of luck for the Panthers because the Eels in that just little segment of play have been all over the Panthers. And this is that weakness I talked to you about the Panthers. They've got to get back into the game. Great defence from the Eels. He's offside by a mile, ref. That's terrible. He's had no help from his linesman, but he was offside a mile from the play of the ball, and the Eels have got the ball, and it's hit the ground, and they've covered it up, the Panthers. Luckily, they're the little things that can make this game. It's tackle 2, the ref's call, you can hear it from here. Here comes the big man, he's into it. Oh, he's trouble. He's got to go back. He's tried to take a quick tap, but the referee says take it back. So it's 10 metres out. Eels ball, I think. A little bit of confusion out there. It's an Eels ball. So it looks like he's going to kick for goal. 12-10 the score. And 2 points can win this game. A lot of tense people in the crowd, and it's dead silence. And you know the spectators are into the game when it's like that. And the Panthers at their brilliant best, and then they are shocking. And the Eels just keep plugging away. But they'll both, and that's a good kick, never looked like missing. It's into the trees, it's 12 all, and it's game on. But we've got a long way to go, and this game's not going to be won until the second half. I can assure you of that. But I just want to thank our sponsors, Malcolm Sword and General Transport, OffCKT TV that does the live stream, and Dave Rufus, the boss. And I just want to mention the Hutt Valley Radio, I think it's called, where Peter Winchester and David's brother does the show. And we've got Don Carlaw from Raro Cars. And we've got Polynesian Media who handles all our work. And he goes big Tavita, like he's a great tackle. He's a big man, and that's a great tackle. That was Tom. He's a great man, Tom. Slow play the ball. Oh, good defence from the Panthers. They must have had a bit of a talk down behind the try line there. And here they go. Look at this. The defence is terrific. 30 metres out. Been played in good stead this game. And here's a bit of a break. They got hold of him just short of a halfway line. There's been a leg pull. He's trying to milk a penalty, but we don't give those penalties anymore, which is good. And it's a Panther ball. And he's been caught 30 metres out by the kicker. He's trouble, though. He's got away. He's off. He's off. Oh, the Eels have got him 10 metres out. And he's gone over the sideline. And that's that brilliance I talk about. They've just taken off there like lightning, but it's been covered up. It's going to be an Eels ball. Fast men. And the old sun's trying to break through the clouds, and it's probably reflecting into the camera. So we've got a scrum going down 15 metres out, and I'm sure it's an Eels ball. And the referee's doing a good job, so let's hope it keeps going that way. And there's a bit of bleeping on our, I hope it's not infecting our live stream. But that's tackle one, they're 15 metres out. And he's got them all, didn't play the ball. Gosh, that's a bad situation for the Eels. And I'm sure they'll kick for goal here. I don't know what that is. 16, 14, 18. Eels in front. The sun's setting, going down or whatever it's doing, but it's getting dark out here. Change over. Eels ball. 20 metres out from their own try line. The Panthers have got to try and hold them down in this end and try and force a mistake. And you can hear the call up, and that's the Panthers call. And that's tackled. But he's going to play the advantage. So they've got a scrum going down 20 metre line. To do something, but it's not happening at the moment. There's a player come back on the inside. He's been brought down right on the try line. That's tackle 2. The Eels are trying to slow it up, and he's going to give him a penalty. And he's taken a quick tap, but I don't think he's going to allow it. Go back. I didn't mark the spot, or the Eels have got the penalty right on their try line. Sideline, 15 metres out. And there's the Panthers got him. Here they go. His little fella's off, but they got hold of him. He's had a great game, Mafu. Led from the front. There's the big man. They're on the halfway line. Got a couple of tackles up their sleeve. Slow play the ball. And here's the big run. Good defence. Last tackle coming up. Calling for the high ball. They've gone to the right. And they've kicked across. It's up in the clouds. I can't even see it. It's that dark. And it's gone dead, I think. It's going to be a goal line dropout. And the Eels are in front in this game, and they're playing the best football. And it's a credit to them because they've struggled all year, but they're doing all right here today in the big game, last game in our round of football. And we go into the semis next week. And there's the dropout, wobbly old ball, been picked up, and here goes one of these big men straight into him. Tackle one to the line, and I think he lost the ball. So it's a Panthers. The tap. Oh, good defence there from the ball, these Panthers, but it's not happening for them. And the Eels are desperate. Good game of football. Here they go, they're running one out, the Panthers, and very rarely you see that. Tackle 3, and they're on the halfway mark. But they're just wandering around. There's a kick, and he's the only one chasing it. And it's a bad bounce, and it's bounced terrific for the Eels. And the Eels are down the right-hand side, and he's lost the ball. 5:45. 10 past 5. Probably 10 minutes to go, roughly, I would imagine. It's an Eels ball. The Panthers have got to muscle up. They've got to try and force an error. They've got them down there in the defensive area. There's a dog on the field. He's enjoying close contact with the players. Good defence. Slow play the ball. Starting to rain a bit. That's good defence from the ball controls. It was going to be the call anyway, so a shoulder in the tackle, but that was going to be the call anyway, so it's a waste of time. And Murphy will probably kick it, I would imagine. I think he could kick this. He's telling them what to do. Yes. No, and this is going to put a lot of pressure on the Panthers. And it's dark. A tap from the 25 metres. Yeah, it's a tap from the 25 metres. Gives it out to the big man. There's a big shoulder charge from the man carrying the ball, but he's been knocked down. Slow play the ball. And here's another run up the middle. 30 metres out. The Eels are just plugging away. And that's how they play the game. Yard by yard. They're not looking for a 100-metre try. They just want to work and work and work. Just short of a halfway mark. Got a couple of tackles up their sleeve. They're probably going to put a kick up here. They've run at a ball out wide. That's big Nagy. He's rattling with him. He's lost the ball. He's lost the ball. A bit of luck. A bit of luck right on the halfway mark. Panthers ball from the scrum right on the halfway mark. And all the Eels are saying D, D, D. I don't know what. Got probably a couple of minutes to go on the clock. And the cameraman's sun's gonna come out. It's been an intriguing game, and honestly, if the Panthers get away with this is their try and close this game out. And it's all one out. Oh, they're great. And that's what I mean. He's lost the ball. He's lost the ball. Gosh. I can't believe it. They've gone one out. Only got minutes to go. And he's lost the ball 20 metres out right in front. And the Panthers have really got to be desperate now. It's been a great game of football. I hope you've enjoyed it. And it's our Eels ball. They brought big Nagy in. Size got through, but they got hold of him. He's trying to get up, and they're going to... Oh, this is silly football from the Panthers. I hope he realises what the score is. 20-18, 20-all draw would be a blessing for both these teams, and one would consider themselves very unlucky and lucky to get away these two. And I still think the Panthers will be on top on the for and against mark, but they've both had one loss in the whole competition, and it's been to each other. And it's been a great afternoon. But I'm glad they put it up high, and they're chasing the ball, and they've knocked it on, the Panthers, and the Eels are off. They're off. The grand finish, but they just couldn't get hold of the ball.